What is up, YouTube? MK40 here. It is OCG Thursday, which means you guys should definitely like this video to tell me that you guys want more OCG Thursdays. Because I'm not gonna lie, this is next to Market Watch, the most popular segment that we do on this channel. So we're gonna be looking at some new OCG format goodness, and actually, they've only had one tournament so far testing the new waters of their list. And the first thing that we got was Kozmo. Now there was some deck lists from the Princess tournament I wanted to talk about, but we ended up not featuring those this week. So guys, as usual, we got most of our information from Ready for Duel on Facebook. Very wonderful resource. If you guys don't want to wait for OCG Thursday, of course, you have them as a resource. And then you guys also have the organization as well. So, first deck list of the week. Artifact Kozmo. So, 2 Moraltech, 2 Scythe Rooney, triple Ash Blossom, triple Ghost Reaper, triple Dink Destroyer, of course, 1 Farm Girl, 2 Slip Rider, triple Tin Man, 1 Dark Lady, of course, 2 Maxi, triple Ignition, 1 Teleport, triple Cosmotown, 1 for 1, 1 Terraforming, triple Sanctum, triple Back to the Front Lines, and triple Call of the Haunted. Down in the extra deck, we have Dark Law, 1 Crimson Blader, Omega, of course. We have Durandal, 2 Pallades, Full Armor Crystal Lancer, Gaia Dragon, Greedy Samurai, Freezadon, Frozen Lady of Justice, Volcasaurus, Zemayo, Firewall, and Double Helix. The side deck we have Lancia, of course, triple Draw Knockbird, 1 Dark Eclipser, 2 Gaia Demise, 2 Dark Hole, triple Struggling Battle, and of course triple Torrential Tribute, bringing the main deck to a close. Interesting to note, I really haven't seen anyone in the TCG use 1 for 1 to actually bring out Tin Man, to be back at it again. It's definitely an interesting choice. Usually just used to seeing Emergency Teleport, and then you go end phase, resolve Tin Man, and then you tag out into the ship that you dump. This build is pretty much more of your anti-meta particularity. Of course, you're going to be seeing a lot of the Ghost Reaper tech in the side deck, aiming for Double Helix, Firewall, and of course Dark Law. Heroes with triple Stratos actually is a really big threat to a lot of the decks, just because most of your stuff will get removed. I mean, if your opponent outs a ship with Dark Law on the field, you're not going to have a very good time. I mean, you are pretty graveyard resilient with 6 Revival-esque cards, so I can only imagine what the TCG players must think when, Dark Destroyer floats into something else, and then, you have general recursion for these particular decks. So, very, very interesting. Also, taking note of Gaia Demise in the side deck, I believe that they'll probably just side down the hand traps into probably Struggling Battles, Torrential Tributes, to make sure that things will float. And of course, you'll probably bring in the Dark Eclipser to make sure you're getting the best benefit out of your Gaia Demise post-side decking. Very interesting tech choice, though, for having these in the side to just generally change your mode. So, that is Spyrals, or Kozmo. Next up, we're going back to the meta. There are different Spyral builds, literally, every week. And I like to kind of profile them, kind of give you guys a little bit of a look at where the OCG is. So, we'll go through the deck list here and we'll talk about a few things between probably the TCG version of the deck and this one. So this one has triple Ash Blossom, 1 DD Crow, 1 Desperado, of course, 2 Ghost Reaper, 2 Maxi, triple Drone, 1 Last Resort, 1 Master Plan, triple Quick Fix, 1 Sleeper, 2 Super Agent, 1 Tough, 1 Chicken Game, 2 Double Summon, 1 Dragon Ravine, 1 Gateway to Chaos, triple Machine Dupe, 1 for 1, of course, Reinforcement of the Army, triple Set Rotation, 1 Big Red, triple Resort, Utility Wire, and Rescue. Down here in the extra deck, we have Dark Law once again, Ancient Fairy, Recite Starling, Bagasuka, Princess Sprite, Code Talker, Decode Talker, Firewall, Gaia Saber, Linkaribo, of course, Proxy Dragon, Double Helix, and Trigate Wizard. Side deck, we have Double Draw Knockbird, Winter Cherries, Double Dark Hole, Feather Duster, Twin Twisters, Solemns, all 4 of them, and then triple Torrential, bringing the main deck to a close here. Something that the TCG doesn't have right now is Recite Starling, which unfortunately we need. I mean, we won't be playing DD Crow. The only reason why they're playing Crow is because Recite Starling actually lets you Rota for this thing. Also, the main deck cherries. I'm actually surprised that this person isn't playing all three main deck. Of course, your standard targets, Dark Law, possibly Ancient Fairy, or you probably just reveal for the double Helix to remove your opponent's resource for essentially the rest of the game. Outside of that, this is just your standard beatdown strategy that this deck literally has. You guys have seen all the combos. Of course, you know, Desperado here combos with the Ancient Fairy Dragon, which lets you blow up your field spell, and then essentially go one step further with the deck, just literally putting pressure on your opponent. Now, all the Solemns and the Torrential, I feel like this is just, you want to go second. Solemns will essentially, you board these in for going second, or it's not second, first. Gosh, I'm so bad. You'll board these in to disrupt your opponent's power plays as they begin comboing. I feel like any combination of these is just super devastating to the opponent. And then I feel like, I don't know how much of your hand you actually need to go to combo off with this deck. I'm definitely assuming that it's a lot, but having potential cards to ensure that you can board wipe your opponent as they're going through the power plays. Not quite sure how well this deck does going second. I've heard it's pretty bad, but I feel like cards like this, you know, definitely make your going first better. And you have board wipes aside in going second, and you know you have hand traps and things like that to make your already really questionably bad matchups just a little bit better. And then last but not least, we all thought that this deck was going to just horribly die in a fire because Trickstar Reincarnation went to 1. Well, contrary to popular belief, somehow someone said, screw it, we're going to test this deck in the new waters. And honestly, this doesn't look too bad. So this is Trickstar's post-reincarnation at 1. Triple Ash Blossom, of course. 1 Gofu, 1 Desperado, triple Eater of Millions, 2 Ghost Ogi, triple Ghost Reaper, of course, 2 Max C, triple Trickstar Cardinia, of course, 1 Trash Bell, and then 2 Licorice. Very, very shocking to see only 2 Licorice. 1 Chicken Game, 2 Dark Hole, 1 Dragon Ravine, 2 Instant Fusion, 2 Mind Control, 1 Monster Reborn, 2 Scapegoats, triple Set Rotation, 1 Terraforming, and triple Trickstar Light Stage with Ring of Destruction and Trickstar Reincarnation. Extra deck down here, Darkman, Theseus, of course, Thousand Eyes Restrict, Ancient Fairy Dragon, Omega, Vermilion Mech, actually, Akashic Magician, Firewall, double Inkaribo, Proxy Dragon, double Helix, of course, Topological Bomber Dragon, Holy Angel, and Verilode. Side deck, Doggeron, triple Draw and Lockbird, Gamma Seal, Ghost Ogi, Kumamungus, of course, double Thunder King, 1 Lightning Kaiju, of course, Feather Duster, 1 Slumber, 1 Back to the Front, and double Struggling Battle. Whew. I feel like part of the reason why double Helix is so expensive is because everyone needs a copy because of Ghost Reaper. And, I mean, most Spyral decks aren't even playing 3 of this, so I mean, it kind of budgets out across the field for the game. Outside of that, once again, we're seeing the Desperado combo, of course. Just dump it off, revive, make it essentially just a tuner, and then roll with it. Okay, so anything else special about this? I'm actually shocked to not see 3 Scapegoat. I definitely feel like that would have been a little bit better. I think that this overall deck is focusing more on your particular stunny aspect, with just general pokes. I mean, of course, Cardinia, Licorice, and all that, but you're not seeing things like Contract with Dawn 1000. You're not seeing Disturbance strategies. You're literally looking at the build that focuses on abusing Scapegoat, going up the different side of the ladder, and of course, you know, Instant Fusion into Thousand Eyes Restrict into Inkaribo is actually pretty stupid because just for 1,000 life points, you get to out your opponent's monsters for free, which is so nice. Outside of that, just literally your standard stun engine. And of course, it's not like anyone can ever eat Eater of Millions, because he's just really big. Card that punishes desires. Who actually knew? So guys, this is it for OCG Thursday. I kind of did ignore requests this week because I wanted to profile new OCG format stuff. I wanted to prove a point that Trickstar Reincarnation at 1. They're still playing it. You know, the strategy to burn your opponent's hand, it's not as prevalent as it once was. And I feel like you just now use the Reincarnation when your opponent is going through, you know, a power play or a resolution of an effect, and then you just use it as disruption, which is probably the way it was meant to be designed. So guys, leave a comment down below if there's anything you guys want to see next week. I'm always trying to look at requests and do the best we can, and that's all we got for this week, guys. Deuce Arenas until, well, tomorrow for Market Watch. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel, and join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. I will be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.